setting new standards in podcast excellence. You have joined the WBT, fully focused on business and taxes. Here is your host, Michael Lodge.
So here we all wake up this morning, and we have a really screwed up government. We have a federal government that's in shutdown. Now, what does that do to filing tax returns? We're not quite sure as of yet. We know that today, because of the shutdown, 53% of IRS has been sent home. So what does that do to the tax season? Well, we're not sure because we don't know how long the shutdown is going to be. I mean, we're being shut down over a political ideology of the Democrats on this DACA deal. By the way, DACA stands for Democrats Against Country Always. They have gone against the country, and they've gone against the wishes of the American people of building a wall, getting the military funded, and getting the children funded for their insurance. So we have a really big issue today of a Senate that is being led by an anti-American person, I believe, of Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer is holding this country hostage. So we have a problem today as we wake up and we start smelling the roses and get our cups of coffee. We have a government out of control, not just on the federal side, but then also on the state side of California. California published an article yesterday that said that there's members in the Assembly, in the Senate. Remember how Trump gave us all a tax break? Even businesses, he gave a tax break, which was needed for a very long time. So the California Assembly now has a bill that they're going to vote on and may go to the governor's signature that those tax breaks that the federal government gave you, the state now wants half. How stupid can a state be to do something like that? And then last week, we had the state attorney general tell California business, if you comply with ICE, if ICE comes into your business looking for people, he is going to prosecute you. And then we have on the other side where the federal government has the ability to come in because every single employee has to fill out an I-9, and every employer has to get those I-9s with all of the backup documentation that shows that individual is legal to work in the United States. So we have a state saying, if you comply with ICE inspections, we're going to prosecute you. And then the federal government can also prosecute us for not complying with their inspections. So we have liberal governments totally out of control. California became a sanctuary state, and they adopted a law that said they would not cooperate with federal governments on ICE issues. And now it's put American business into a legal jeopardy because who do you obey? Well, I say the federal government because the federal government has a lot more power in the Department of Justice. But today we're being really held hostage by a anti-business, anti-American thing because they're choosing to choose other things besides what is American and what is better for America. So we wake up, and I tell you, by the end of today, we'll need at least 2, 3, 4, maybe even 6 cups of coffee. I feel it coming on. But we are really in trouble. This nation is really in trouble if we do not get back to the core principles of what is American and what is best for America. Put everything else to the side because we put all of the political agendas to the side. Put all the DACA to the side. Today, the government needs to fund the government. I almost feel as if it's a treasonous act of shutting down the government because it affects so many people. So I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen with tax filing right now. I think we should just focus on getting our tax documents ready, talking to your tax accountants, sitting down with them, getting the tax returns prepared. If there's going to be a delay that goes past the January 29th beginning of tax season, then we'll have to deal with it. But at least we have everything ready to go. So don't delay in getting your taxes done. Because we, as Americans, still have to go on with our lives, and we still have to comply with tax reporting to federal and state agencies. Just because the government shuts down doesn't mean that we shut our lives down, because we have to keep going forward. I think that's probably should be our motto, is that Americans keep going forward. So that's my podcast for this morning. I may do another podcast in the afternoon, depending on what the shutdown does. I tell you, you may think, why is this tax accountant talking about shutdown? Because it affects every American. It affects how we work with the government over the next few days and keeping our clients compliant with the Internal Revenue Service and state agencies. So that is it for today. I wish I could wake up this morning and say, gosh, it's a beautiful day. Well, it is a beautiful day. I looked outside and it's a nice blue skies and the sun's going to come out. Here in Los Angeles anyway. I'm kind of looking forward to going back home to South Carolina because you don't have all the politics back there that you have every single day here in California. But I love working with my clients. And I love working with my staff. And I love getting things done. And the only way that you can get things done is not to let these things annoy you, but just to keep moving forward as a business, as taxpayers, as people who love this country. So I will keep you updated as to if there's going to be any changes in tax filings or anything else that may be coming down the line. So this is Mike Lodge with the WBT. I will talk with you soon. If you have a question, just send me an email at mlodge, M-L-O-D-G-E, at lodge, L-O-D-G-E, -co.com. Everybody go out there. Keep moving forward. This is Mike Lodge.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.
World of Business and Taxes on WBT.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.